Let's go with the major content today, which I want to teach you. Pachang, okay? So this is one of the prerequisites we covered in the previous slide. This is what you need to know every day, okay? Every day, okay? I'm just making sure the recording is on, yeah, because you have to watch the recording again to get this concept clear. Pachang means 5 elements, okay? Pachang is a Sanskrit word, and wherever you see the Sanskrit word, I have translated it into English, simple English. Panchang means 5 parts, okay? It is a traditional Hindu calendar, which has a great importance in Vedic astrology, okay? And we'll cover this as we go into the course. I'll tell you how much it is important, especially when to find the auspicious time of your life, or even to know how your day will be today. Pachang is very, very important, okay? Very, very important. The Hindu calendar is based on India since, it's used in India since thousands of years. Okay, so 5 elements of Pachang, right? Come to the point, say it. So one is the nakshatra, that is a constellation. Okay. Second is Tithi. Tithi is the lunar days. Okay. And we'll cover that in the next slides. So lunar days means 14 days of waxing moon and 14 days of waning moon. Okay. So moon starts from a new moon and it waxes till it becomes full moon. And then after 14 days from full moon, it starts becoming a smaller and smaller and smaller. So these are the tithis, the lunar days when the moon is waxing and when the moon is waning, okay, growing versus shrinking. Then the yogas. Yogas are the auspicious and inauspicious time of a particular day, okay. And then the karana. Karana is also, there are 2 karanas in each day. We'll cover that in the next slide. And the final is the var. Var is the day of the week, okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So these are the 5 elements of a Pachang. And how to see that, I'm going to show you today. And you must practice this every day, okay? So let's go over one by one first. The first is nakshatra. There are 28 nakshatras. Nakshatras are the constellations, okay? And our astrology is based on this nakshatra concept, okay? Nakshatras are the stars or the constellations. They are 27 in numbers and 21 is added. One is added as a Abhijit nakshatra. We will talk about it. But the list of nakshatras are these. I can just click on it and I think it's already open. Okay. Slowly. So there are 27 nakshatras, start from Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigrisha, and each nakshatra is ruled by one of the star lords. It's coming right here. So I'll give you the access to these sheets so that you know instantly once you click it. Okay, slowly. We'll talk about the technical parts of the nakshatras, 13 degree, 20 minutes later in the course, right? It's as we learn, you will learn it. But for Pachang, you need to know the first element is the nakshatra, where the moon is. So moon changes nakshatra every night. So this is moon. It says that moon has 27 wives, okay? Lucky moon, right? 27 wives. And moon transit into one wife. So these are the lunar mentions, okay? Lunar mentions named as nakshatras. And if you see, their name is all female names, okay? So it's loaded right in here. You can see the screen. Let me explain it. So if you see, these are the nakshatras, the lunar mentions. These are lunar mentions. Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigrisha, Ardra, Puranvasu, Push. No need to remember anything, okay? I'm just showing you, but no need to remember. But if you see, these are the Sanskrit names of females, okay? Mula, Purav Shraddha, Uttar Shraddha, Shravana, Dhanishta. And when you were born, you are also born in one of these nakshatras. And I'll show you each of your charts. These nakshatras are the lunar mentions. Moon transit into each nakshatras on these lunar mentions every night. So 27 is a cycle of the moon, 27 days. Every day, or let's say every night, moon goes from one nakshatra to second one. If it starts from Bharani, Ashwini, it goes to Bharani next day, then to Kritika, then to Rohini, then to Mrigrisha. In Vedic astrology, it says that these are the 27 wives of moon, and moon spend one night with each wife. And the cycle goes on, right? So 27, that's why the names are all female names, right? Moon is a masculine power and the lunar mentions, constellations are the female power. And these are the lords. Lord means the planets who are ruling these. Ashwini, Magha, Mula is ruled by Ketu, Bharani, Purav Falguni, Purav Shraddha ruled by Venus, so on and so forth. No need to memorize anything. What you do is just print this sheet, place it somewhere in front of you. Because in your future classes, it will be very handy. Okay, I have it in front of me always. You should always have it in front of you. Okay, that's the nakshatras, the constellations. Okay, so let's go back to my sheet. And after the constellation, the second is, oh, I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Let me clear this. Then we have the lunar tithis. The second part of the Pachang, we're still reading the Pachang, are the tithis. Tithis means the lunar days. Okay, so it starts with the full moon and ends at the new moon, which is Amavasya. So the Purnima in Sanskrit means the full moon. That when the moon is fully bright, after 14 days, it becomes a Purnima. That is, there's a full moon, the red, very nice looking shiny moon. And then after that, the moon starts shrinking and shrinking to go to zero moon. And the zero moon is Amavasya. And the next day from Amavasya is the new moon. When the moon starts again, its journey to wax. So this is Purnima means full moon. Amavasya means the zero moon and the new moon is starting. These are the Sanskrit name of the moon cycle. So the day one is called Pratipada, when the new moon starts. Day two is Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi. No need to remember these, but these are the days, okay? 1 till 15. And after 15, on 15th day, the Purnima is considered, which is the full moon. And then on the 30th day, the Amavasya comes when the moon is zero, okay? So 15-day cycle happens this. And every day moon changes its nakshatra. No need to memorize anything, just for your knowledge, okay? So we have in Hindu, in the Vedic astrology, the month has been divided into two parts, waxing or waning of moon, which I've already told about. The first called Shukla Paksha, when the moon is growing, when his moon is growing, we call it Shukla Paksh. That means somebody is born when the moon was waxing, growing. The first 15 days of growing moon, okay? And I'll show you in your chart how to see that. And the second part is from where when the moon starts decreasing, shrinking, that part is called the Krishna Paksh, waning moon, okay? Shukla means waxing moon, Krishna means waning moon. 15-day cycle, first 15 days are Shukla, same 15 days, and then next 15 days are the waning moon, okay? So the 15th tithi is the Purnima where the full moon is. Purnima is full moon. So I'll show you that. No need to memorize anything. It's a very important concept to know, but nothing to memorize. Okay, don't get feel like it's too hard for you to learn. It's very easy. Just one snapshot. Once I give you the practical, it is very easy. Now the Karana is the fourth part of the Pachang. There are 11 Karanas. How to see these Karanas? I will show that. And what does these Karana means is in the list here. And I will show you your Karanas right now. When you were born, what was a Karana? Karana is the two halves of the same day, same lunar day. Okay. This tells about the nature of the person instantly. When you were born, what Karana was there, it tells about the nature of the person. So this is a sheet here. I think it was already open. Let me close this tab. So Karanas are already open here, right here. So these are the Karanas. I have mentioned their description, everything, but I'll just show you the practical to make it more clear to you. Okay, these are the Karanas. There are 11 Karanas, 7 are fixed and 4 are movable. Okay, what does it mean? I will show you in practical. And the fifth part is your the day of the week, okay, which is called Var, weekdays. So these are the name of the Sanskrit names of the days. Sunday is Ravivar, Monday is Somvar, Tuesday is Mangalvar, Budhvar, Vicky might be knowing it. So these are the days in the name of the days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in the Hindi or the Sanskrit language. That's it. No need to memorize anything. You just need to know what day somebody was born. That's it. And what day is today, okay? And finally, the final part of this is knowing the auspicious time to do anything. That's called Choghadiya. Choghadiya is another part of the Pachang. It tells us what is the Shubh Muhurta. Shubh Muhurta means the auspicious time of doing something new in your life. Okay, so when we talk about the Muhurta, this is a complete branch of astrology. We'll come and talk about this also. And how to see the Choghadiya, I've given a link here. We'll show that right now. And then how to find auspicious time, especially for the travel. When people are about to travel, In India, they use this method to give the muhurta. I have given one more method, which is very accurate, how to see the auspicious time, but we'll cover the basics of this also. Okay. So let's go to back to our Pachang, and let me show you the real example here. Okay. Then I'll take the question answers. I want to make it very simple, so do not get confused at any time. Okay. I'll just show you practically what you need to see. Okay, so let's see today's date. And so you can see my software now, Jagannathora. Okay, so what you need to do is every day, step number 1, you come here and create a new chart of wherever city you are sitting in. I've created a new chart file, new, and if you see my setting is this. I've set it up March 20th. It creates the today's chart, 1:16 p.m. right now in Edmonton, in Canada, where I'm sitting. The longitude, latitude is here. So you should set up your city wherever you are as the city of the chart, what you will construct every day. Okay. For Brittany, it will be Colorado. It will be, for Vicky, it will be Calgary. For Amaryllis, New York. And for Lennis, it is Maryland. Okay. So when you create this, all you need to do is come to the miscellany tab. Right in here, you see the tab, miscellany? And then come to the Pachanga. Pachanga is what I'm teaching you right now. This one. Okay. Now look at it. Today is March 20th. Saturday, Shukl Saptami. Shukl means the increasing moon or decreasing moon. Anyone can tell me? No, okay, it's okay. So Shukla means there are 2 points, Krishna and Shukla. Shukla means that moon is in the 7th day of rising, increasing its size. Saptami means 7th day. Okay, and it's in the English also. I'll show you where to see that. Today is Saturday. Shukla Saptami means the 7th day of rising moon, waxing moon. Moon is in this nakshatra, Mrigarisha, whole day. It's written here. Mrigarisha is the out of 27 nakshatra. Today moon is in the Mrigarisha nakshatra, and it will stay here whole day. Okay, and then these are the yogas, which we'll talk about it. These are the karanas. What karana is there when a child is born, we will note that also, and I'll tell you, how to see the description of this. You need to know from the Pachang perspective, where is moon, which nakshatra it is in, and then what time is the Rahu Kal. Rahu Kal is a call when we won't do anything auspicious. And if you notice, I started the class today at 12:30, not between 10 and 12:12. So this is a time when you don't do anything new in your life, no new beginnings. Even if you're going to propose your boyfriend, not at this time. It's going to be bad. And you see, that's the reason yesterday when, I was planning when to start a class, this was in my mind. I cannot start class at 12 noon, right? Or 11:30, because the Rahu Kal was going on today. And we started at 12:30. So this is what we need to know. And then you see sunrise at 7:41 in Edmonton. Moon is in zodiac sign Taurus till 6:27. So if you see moon is in Taurus right now, this is Taurus, right? And then these are the horas. Horas means which planet will rule the first hour of that day. Today is Saturday. The first hour is ruled by always the same planet. Saturn from 7:40 till 8:40, then Jupiter, then Mars, then Sun. We'll cover that, don't worry. And finally, this is the Choghadia, which I was teaching you how to see the auspicious time to start a journey, a new life journey or travel in your life. But what you need to learn is, what you need to do is, when you open this chart, point out this, where is moon today? Moon is in the 7th day of, okay, 7th day of. So if you want to do it in English, you go to Jagannathora, click on Pachang, today's Pachang, and it will show you the information in English. That's Vicky's chart, by the way. Okay. 7, you see 7? Shukl Paksh. Shukl Paksh means waxing moon. Moon is growing. Tithi ending time till 7:40 p.m. The moon will be in the 7th day. After 7:40, it will be the 8th starts. And the nakshatra is Mrigarisha. Mrigarisha is ruled by Mars. Mars is a planet, and I'll show you how to see that. And then the nakshatra end will be this. At this time, moon will move from Mars to the next nakshatra, which is Rahu's. And I'll teach you that also. What yoga is this? Ayushman. What is a yoga ending time? What is a karana? This is the whole Pachang for you for the complete day. If you want to read the Pachang for tomorrow's, you can go to the next arrow or go to the previous arrow. Okay. So why this is important? Let me go back to here. Let's see. Let's open someone's chart. Let me open Amaryllis chart. Okay. Now here comes the point. Okay. Cancel. Sorry. Amaryllis right here. Okay. So Amaryllis, this is your chart. Okay. So I'm going to just go to make sure you have the right birth details. February 20th, 1980, 7:15 p.m. New York, right? This is your chart. And you see now, when you were born, what was the Pachang that day? What was the time of that day when you were born? If you see, you were born in Shukl, I'm sorry. You were born in the Tithi was Shukl Shashti. Okay, what does Shashti means? Shashti is the 8th. Let me go back to my screen. 6th. So here it is. So let's go back to this one. So I'm going to highlight these things first for you. So you were born in Shukl Shashti, the 6th day of the rising moon. The nakshatra was Ashwini, ruled by Ketu, when you were born. And then you see the yoga is Brahma. You're going to talk about the yoga, and the karana was Kaulava. Now, these two things will tell me the nature of you as a person from Vedic astrology perspective. It's not a hard written rule, okay, but this tells the nature of the person or the baby or the child born. So how do you see that? You know, just note it down. Yoga is Brahma and the karana is Kaulava. What I will do is now, I will go back to my slides and I show you this. We covered that. So you see, you were born under the Tithi, which is this one, Shashti, right? Sixth day of rising moon. Okay. And then there are yogas in the Pachang, which is the third leg of the Pachang. There are these yogas talks about whether the child has born on an auspicious day or inauspicious day. What will the nature of that child is? And there are 27 yogas, which is here. So this is a list of yogas. Now you were born under Brahma Yoga, which is very, very auspicious actually. If you see the definition of Brahma Yoga, this is Brahma Yoga. Let's go to Brahma. Here it is. Read it. Priest God, trustworthy and confidential, ambitious, good, discernment and judgment. This is your yoga. This is what you born as a person, right? And your karna is Kaulava. Kaulava is the karna, what you're born in. Now, do not take it as a rule of thumb that if something wrong comes in here, though, you should start panic, okay? So these are the concepts you should know. Like, you know, sometimes I open the chart, you know, maybe my chart shows that I'm born into a bad yoga, but that doesn't mean anything. It means in the sense that, you know, it may shows the struggles and obstacles in life, which I have to just overcome, right? The challenge is given to us, but nothing is inauspicious in my terms. So if you go to your karanas, in the term matters of karanas, you're born in Kaulava Karana. So Kaulava Karana is right in here. So let's go to Kaulava. So the person born in will be intent to doing bad deeds as their earlier environment may not be, you know, good for them. So the initial environment given to them may not be cordial. They may have to go through some struggles and issues. This is what the description of the Kaulava Karana is showing that. Okay. So this talks about the nature of the person, what you can expect, right? the person is born on that day, what was a karna and what was a yoga, right? So similarly, if I go with one more example here, let's open Wiki's chart or Lennis chart. Let's see which one is there in my next list. So Lennis, let's see Lennis chart. So when Lennis was born in, okay, the nakshatra was Mercury, Ashiresha. This is where the moon was. See, this is a basic information tab, which shows moon was 17 degree, 18 minutes in Cancer and in the nakshatra of Ashiresha. And if you don't remember the name of these, there's no need to remember the names of these nakshatras. All you can know is come to the KP tab and you can see what planet rules this nakshatra. And I'll teach you step by step. I don't want to confuse you right now here, but this is very simple information given to you by the software. Now come to yoga. She's born in Siddhi Yoga and she's born in Balava Karna. Okay. And now same thing. We're going to go back to our sheet just to know about the nature and the environment given to you, to Lennis at her birth. So Lennis is birth on Siddhi Yoga. So go to the yogas and see Siddhi. Siddhi is very good yoga actually. That shows the person is very much spiritual. Siddhi is here. Success, skillful and accomplished in several areas, protected and supporter of others. Right? And she is. And her karana is the two halves of the same day. So in one day we get two karanas, okay? One half and the second half. So when she was born, which half was working? It was a Balava. So Balava karana is the person born in this karana will be handsome, courageous, sacrificing, and will be interested in sports and extracurricular activities. Creative. Let's say that it's a creative mind. Person who is very creative. So these are the two things which tells instantly about person's, nature. Okay. So let's do one more quickly. I'm going to cover all yours because otherwise I don't want somebody to feel like left out, right? Now, finally, we have Brittany. Brittany, are you excited to know what you are?
I'm so excited.
Okay. So
I have my stuff printed out as well. Yeah. I'm excited.
June 26, 1990, 10:33 p.m., Fort Collins, Colorado, right?
Yeah, ooh, good memory. Yes.
So when you were born, see Shukla, again, you were born under the rising moon. Okay, so let me go back. Sorry, I'm I think not sharing my screen. Yeah, now you can see. You can see my software.
Yeah.
So you were born, Shukla means rising moon. Pachami, 5th day of the rising moon. Okay, the moon was rising. Panchami means 5th. Okay, and if you want to read that in English, you can use this software. And if I open Brittany's chart here and read the Pachang of when you were born, not today's actually, we have to go to the journal settings. Journal details, just to show you from this software how to see that. But I'll teach you how to run your softwares and what settings you need. So if you see here, your karna is bhava and your yoga is dhriti, and the tithi was 3/8/13. So it is showing us, where does the date shows? It should be here. Yeah, say 5th, right? Tithi at sunrise is 5th. 5th day was the rising moon. Okay, so go back to Jagannath Hora, which is more easy for me to read, but I will teach you from both sides. So you were born when the moon was on 5th day of rising. Okay, and the day was Tuesday. Nakshatra was Magha, ruled by Ketu. I think you and Amaryllis are born in the same Ketu's nakshatras. That's why you are, similar. And the yoga was Siddhi. See, Siddhi yoga, we had, whose yoga was Siddhi? Lennis yoga was Siddhi. And the Karana is a Balava. Same what Lennis has. So if I go back to my sheet here to talk about what your nature is, as per the Vedic astrology, what you should have as a strength and your weaknesses. So first read out the yoga. Yoga is Siddhi. So let's go to the yoga tab. And you see Siddhi is same what we read about. Dennis, skillful and accomplished in several areas, protector and supporter of others. And that's what you are, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
And then yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was just agreeing.
And then you see your Karana is a Balava. Again, you're very much similar to Lennis, and your nakshatra is very much similar to Amaryllis. And that's the reason you all are together in this class, right?
Woo!
See, and it's a Balava is the person born in this nakshatra is handsome, courageous, sacrificing, and will be interested in sports and very creative person, right? So that's what you are, right? So this is how instantly you know that the nature of the child who's born, okay, through Vedic astrology. There are few things more which we add, like especially on the nakshatra side, as we continue to go with our classes. But what you need to do is now, every day, okay, every day you should come, create a new chart, and then start looking, go to the miscellany tab, and then just mark these things. What is the day today? I'm going to sorry, I forget to share the other screen. Just remind me always my software, back to my software. Okay.
Yeah.
So all you do is come to this one and create a new chart, and go to the miscellany tab. Okay. And go to Pachanga, right? So and then what you do is read what the day is today. Where is moon today? Moon is in Shukla, means rising, waxing, or waning. You should know it. In the 7th day today, and what nakshatra it is in the. It is a very important factor you need to know, because when we go in the further classes, you need to know how your day will be today. Your day will be good or bad. I can tell instantly by just looking at where the moon is today. Moon is in the Mrigrisha nakshatra. Mrigrisha is ruled by Mars. And if you want to see what does this Mrigrisha means, where is moon today, all you do is come to this basic tabs and go to KP. And in KP tab, you see this is moon. Moon is in the nakshatra of, this is Mars. M may stand for Mars. How we get to this information is, whenever you create a chart, let's say, I'm going to just do it right from the scratch. Okay, let's do an edit. So let's say we create a new chart of Calgary, right, where Vicky is. Calgary and rest of the world. Calgary, Canada. Okay. And if you see in Calgary 2, I come to the miscellany tab. I see the moon is in the Mrigrisha nakshatra till 7:42. It is the 7th day of Shukla. Shukla means rising moon, waxing moon. And this is the Rahu Kal, where I need to avoid everything. So 1, where is moon in day? 2nd, which nakshatra? 3rd, what is Rahu Kal? And then where is moon in the which sign it is? Moon is in Taurus. This is the 4 information you need to read every day. Rest I will teach you when to read this. Moon is in Taurus right now. Okay. And I will teach you how to see in your chart whether moon is your mind. Moon is your emotional mind. You know, every day, why our mind fluctuates. Sometimes we wake up with very strong positive notes. Sometimes we wake up with the depression, with feeling low. Sometimes the days are very good. Sometimes days are so irritating and frustrating, right? Because it's all mind. It's all mind, and mind is ruled by moon. Moon transits, changes its position every day. Moon is the fastest moving planet in the solar system. Sun travels, it takes 1 month for sun to travel from one sign to another sign. Right? Same as Mars and Mercury. Moon travels the sign every day. Every day it changes. 2.5 days, moon changes the sign. And every 1 day, moon changes the nakshatra. So whenever the moon is changing the nakshatras, if the nakshatras are bad in your chart, that day will be bad for you. If moon is transiting in the bad house of yours, natal chart, you will have that day as a bad day also. And I'll teach you everything how to see that. So moon is in Taurus today. If you see, this is moon. Moon is sitting in the sign of Taurus. 2 is Taurus. 1 is Aries. 2 is Taurus. 3 is Gemini. 4 is Cancer. So moon is in the Taurus sign right now. You must depict this information every day to read the Pachang. And whenever you open someone's new chart, someone's baby's chart, and want to know their nature, then you see which yoga they are born in. If a child is born right now in Calgary, that child will be born in Ayushman Yoga, which is very good. And in Vanija Karana is also very good. So this talks about the nature. What are you going to get from this child? What are the strengths and weaknesses? It's one of the aspects. There are many more things which we will cover, but this is what you need to read from the Pachang perspective. Any questions? Okay, let me go.
I do have a question. So like when we look and we're like, oh shoot, today looks like it's gonna be a bad day. I would imagine, and maybe this is something you'll discuss like in future classes, but that there are things we can do to help that day be better.
Yeah, I'll teach you.
So that it's not like in our mind, like today sucks, like it's the worst.
Yes. So
okay, yeah,
that's a very good question. Yeah. So once so it's like, you know before you go. Okay. When you wake up early in the morning and you know today is a day, I know it when moon is transiting in Saturn nakshatra, I know my day will be bad. Not bad in the terms like I'm going to meet with an accident. I know I will be a little infuriated. I know at that time and I have noticed this pattern. I'll teach you how to see that pattern in your chart. What are the days when the moon is transiting into this nakshatra are going to be the best for you? Let's say, for example, just to take this, let's say Vicky's chart, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to read these numbers.
So it's so fascinating to hear, right? Like when you'll get married or have a child and things like that. Is that always true? So like, you know how we have like our agency to make choices and stuff, you know what I mean? Or is it like you for sure will get divorced or have a child, or you for sure will not? Or what are your thoughts on that?
So the planets talks about the probability, okay? How much probability is there to get this thing done in your life? Let's say somebody comes to us and they say they want to get married, okay? So there are some combinations of getting married. House number 2 needs to be active for you to get married, because that is where your family is coming in. You are converting from single to family person. 7th needs to be activated because you're getting into a partnership with someone, right? And 10th needs to be activated because your social status is changing from being single to a married or in relationship, where people go to the Facebook and say, hey, I'm single or I'm married. They change their status. First thing what they do is, and the court legal stamp also. And the 11th house is the house of your manifestation of all your desires. So to someone getting married, these houses needs to be activated. Especially the 7th house needs to be activated very strongly, right? So I'll teach you how to see whether the 7th is activated or not, whether the planets are saying yes or not. If the planets are saying yes, that means the probability is in your favor. Now you have to put your free will, your actions, your karma in that. Without karmas, nothing happens. If you have an apple in your refrigerator, you just cannot close your eyes and say, hey, if it is in my destiny, the apple will come into my mouth itself. It's not going to happen. The probability of you eating an apple is there in your destiny because it has given you the finance and an ability to go and buy apples. They are in your refrigerator right now, but you have to act. You have to go and eat it. So when your planets are saying 7, like Amaryllis, for example, if I just take a marriage here, I'm just showing a little bit here, which is, going to be, so she's going in a Mars and Ketu Dasha right now. Her Mars is changing. If she comes to me, will I get married during this period, 2016 till 2023? I will say yes, because 7th is activated by it. And how about Ketu? Ketu is also showing it, but Ketu also shows the sign of separation and detachment also. So I'll show you that 6 means divorce or single or getting separated. 7 means yes to the marriage. So how to read this, I will tell you. So from this factor, we can always say that, okay, Mars is good, Venus is good. So when the Mars and Venus are working together, huge probability that if she puts her free will, she can get married. All she has to do is just open herself for the marriage on the dating platforms, right? So the platform and your free will, these two things work together. If the platform is your car, the vehicle given to you by the God, if the car has no switches, no buttons, even if you try to press it hard, it will not still work for you. And that's where the people struggle, right? And sometimes there's a switch in your car, but you're not pressing it. That's your free will, right? So you got a Cadillac or you got a Camry, it's your chart tells us that. Can you drive it for 300 miles an hour or only 200 miles an hour? Your chart will tell us that, right? So your platform is what we are reading right now. What does your platform says? The car has a button for Amaryllis to get married, but will she press it or not? That's in her hands.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is just the one event we picked. There are many events. We'll go over each and every event. I will share these slides with you, and you see every event has been captured in this course. Okay, the career, the finance,
How
the education, longevity. You know, then your marriage, your divorces, your separation. Then how to see the matchmaking, whether the person you are having in your life is a perfect or not. Right, from the match perspective. So everything will be covered in details.